Okay, good afternoon class. You're on to our mathematics experience. This is Mamu Jarvis looking at grade 9 arithmetic class. Today we'll continue with our compound interest class, but we would lay emphasis on the concept of depreciation and inflation. These are terms that are more peculiar today to what we are seeing, and it's important for us to understand how we can handle these terms mathematically. Our textbook of reference will be the Essential Mathematics for JS3, or what you may call grade 9. And you may not find this in the New General Mathematics, so the New General Mathematics may not be helpful for us in understanding this concept. But when we prepare for JS3 exam, NECO to be precise, we try as much as possible to exhaust every possible question that we may have in the course of the exam. As a quick rundown of what we have done previously, we'll take an example from our New General Mathematics on compound interest. So we'll just take a question from compound interest and we'll get down to depreciation and inflation. By way of reviewing this concept, we are told to find the amount and the compound interest on 400,000 for 2 years at what? 8% per annum. Find the amount and the compound interest on 400,000 for 2 years at 8% per annum. So you just start for year 1. For year 1, the principal is what? 400,000. The rate is what? 8%. And as such, the interest, which I may call I1, will simply be equal to the principal times the rate over 100. Remember that I don't need the time because we're looking at that particular time. That's what we said for year 1. And this will give me 400,000 times 8 divided by 100. And if you do that correctly, this will give you 4,000 times 8, which invariably will be what? 32,000. So that is the interest for first year. So what is the amount for the first year? The amount for the first year will be the principal plus what? The rate, principal plus the interest for the first year. And I always advise my students, switch your mode of addition. That's going to be what? 400,000 plus 32,000. And that will give you 432,000. So this becomes the amount for the first year, but the principal for the second year. That's why it's called compound interest. The amount you get for the first year becomes what you use as the principal for the second year. So for year 2. Now, because we are told to do for 2 years, it means that the highest number of years we are to consider, the year we are to consider will be what? 2. So A1 will be equal to B2. And that will be equal to what? 432,000. Now what's the next thing you do? The rate is T8, so you don't even need to indicate the rate. You just tell us I2, which is the interest for the second year. Will that be what? P2 times the rate over 100. That will give you 432,000 times 8 divided by what? 100. So we can do our relevant calculations. And at this point, switch your mode of multiplication. Because at this level, we are not allowing you to use calculator, so we expect you to do these things manually. And it's important you learn to do these things manually because your NECO exam does not allow you to use calculator. That's your junior, your BEC exam. It's expected that a lot of things you're doing are mental, so you must come up with methods that will help you do your work correctly. So this will give me 0, a 6, and a carry of 1. 24 plus 1, that gives you 25. Carry of 2, 32. 4 times 8 is 32, plus the carry of 2 you brought here, and that'll give you a 36, if I'm right. 34, sorry about that, that'll give you 34. So this is what it's going to be. Now, at this point, your amount A2 will be the principal of the second year plus what? The interest of the second year. Switch mode of addition. I will have this. You see what I'm doing? I'm trying to make my work very, very simple. Put your addition sign, and that will give you 0, 6, 5, 6, 6, 4. So this is the amount. Now this is the amount. What then will be the compound interest? Now the compound interest, which I will call I, the compound interest, which I will call I, will be equal to what is the amount of the second year minus what was the original principal. That's what the compound interest is. Take the amount you have got in, or rather, what's the amount you have got in for the second year, remove the principal from it. So I'll come here. This will simply be what? 466,560 minus 400,000. And if you do that right, this will very give you an answer that is what? 66,560. So we can come here and clearly state that our compound interest will be equal to 66,560 naira. So that's the compound interest you are going to get, and that takes care of this problem. So we are going to go now to try to look at depreciation, and first of all start off with depreciation, and afterwards we go ahead to do inflation.